Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Brooke, and today I want to talk a little bit about the CANREC recruiter program. I have been a CANREC recruiter for about 3 years now. Just want to give you a little insight on what it's like so you can see if it's something that you would enjoy doing. The CANREC recruiter program is basically a 2-year definite recall opportunity. You can extend up to 5 if you like it. And the whole idea is that you join the recruiting mission. They hope that you like it enough so that way you can convert over and become an NC and make this a career. With that being said, you're coming from the reserves, so we are supporting the reserve mission. So for us enlisted folks, that's going to be in the capacity of working with prior service, specifically processing them into the reserves. I really enjoy the prior service mission because you are talking to people that have already been in the military before. They already speak the language. You are just simply bridging the gap of information and telling them about the reserves, drill weekends, annual trainings, how you can leverage your civilian career and your military career, things like that. So it's a lot easier of a sell, in my opinion. And it is a good opportunity for you to stay connected to the military community. In the reserves, as you know, the more you do on active duty, the more you get points for retirement. I'm always looking for opportunities to get more points for retirement and hop on active duty orders. And these orders are a great option because it is a sure duty. You do not have to worry about going back on a ship. You do not have to worry about any sort of deployment schedule. You know you're going to be 9 to 5, holidays, weekends off. I really enjoy that. On top of getting active duty pay and benefits, we also get an additional special duty assignment pay of $525 a month. And there are certain places that you can recruit where you actually receive $250 on top of that. Another thing that I really enjoy is there are a ton of incentives for recruiting. Recruiting has the reputation of being a stressful job, so with that becomes a lot of recognition. There are liberty incentives, award incentives. It just looks good on your package for chief or for officer. I'll give you a couple incentives. So right now they're offering an incentive to get a comm. If you refer a certain amount of officer applicants to an officer recruiter, they also have an incentive for a comm if we write a certain amount of service members from other branches. Things like that. Lots of opportunities for NAMs, comms, and everything like that. Also, my personal favorite, a bunch of liberty incentives. So right now they offer an incentive where if we write 2 NCOs in a month, we get the rest of the Fridays off. So since you know that ahead of time, right now it's the beginning of June, I know that if I grind in June and I can get myself set up for July, I could potentially have Fridays off in July. So I really enjoy having control over my schedule. Another thing is the flexibility. You can really do whatever you need to do in order to get your applicants. You have a lot of autonomy. So for me, I've capitalized on social media. I'm really engaged with the community, which has made me learn a lot about different programs. I've been able to help out veterans, not just with getting into the reserves, but getting them connected with employers, resources out in the community. It's really been an enjoyable process for me to help out and get engaged like that. Which leads me directly into the next thing that I really enjoy, which is the networking opportunities. The networking opportunities are pretty much endless. I have done events with the city. I have done events with other branches of service, multiple different organizations out in the community. It's really been a learning opportunity. And another benefit with that, if you know at the beginning of your recruiting tour that you want to get into, I don't know, real estate, you can intentionally get yourself in front of these groups of people, killing 2 birds with 1 stone, networking with people you want long term, also making it a recruiting evolution as well. My recommendation, get creative. You're going to have a lot more fun with it. It's going to be a lot more rewarding. Recruiting definitely is not a walk in the park, and it is definitely not everyone's cup of tea. I have been blessed to be successful in this job and I've really enjoyed it, but there are people that struggle. This job is definitely a grind. There is no way getting around that. You need volume. If you don't feel comfortable cold calling people, if you don't feel comfortable going up to strangers and talking to them, if you don't feel comfortable speaking in front of large crowds, this probably isn't going to be the job for you. You have to be very self-motivated. You have to be an excellent problem solver to be successful in this job. There is a ton of paperwork that we have to do in this job. The fun part of the job is getting out there, talking to people, getting people interested. The kind of not so fun part is having to process all of the paperwork. And it is a ton of it, and they are very meticulous about how they want things done. So you have to be very detail oriented. And a lot of times you will send something up, you'll get all these kit hits on it, and then you have to go back and edit. It's a lot of work and rework. So I recommend doing it right the first time, which is definitely easier said than done. Another con is everything is always changing all the time. And I think that this is why recruiters get a bad rep and they think that recruiters lie to them. But one month you can be giving out a $20,000 bonus to anybody, and the next month they change it and now we're only giving the bonus out to this many people. The next month they'll change it and it's now a 6-year commitment as opposed to a 4-year commitment. So it is ever changing, and you always have to be adapting and learning and being open with your applicants and educating them, because if they talk to somebody that's like, hey, I got the bonus and I only did 3 years, and you're like, well, why did I have to do 6 years? It's a bad look on the recruiter, but it's just the nature of the beast. Everything is just always changing all of the time, which can be difficult to keep up with. The thing that has been difficult for me is you have to rely on other people to get your job done. So for example, if I'm having an issue with someone's security clearance, I am at the mercy of that security clearance manager. If I send them an email, I don't know when they get around to it. If they do get around to it, how long is it going to take? Do I know if it's actually done? You can't just send it to them and forget about it. That has to be another thing that you have to follow up on. And it's just juggling a lot of different things at one time. Organization is going to be very key. If you're a reservist thinking about getting on these orders, I recommend just giving it a try. There is no harm, no foul. You can apply, you can hop on the orders. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work out for you. You are not cut out to be a recruiter. You always can put in a non-continuation and go back to the reserves and do whatever you were doing before. On the flip side, you could be really successful and you could continue your career on as a recruiter, or you could take this experience that you've learned and capitalize on it in the civilian world. There's a lot of different opportunities. I recommend, if you are looking to hop on the orders, take advantage of everything that you can take advantage of. Get all your qualifications, get any certificates that you can get done, take advantage of the tuition assistance, do whatever you have to do, because at the very least, if you don't want to continue on and be a recruiter forever, you can at least take advantage of your time that you are on these orders. That being said, I say go for it. And if you're in the San Diego area and you're a reservist and you want to hop on these orders, shoot me a message. If you have any other specific questions, either comment below or reach out to me directly. Good day, and thanks for watching.